Welcome to the DIY McLeod channel. If you like videos like this, be sure to like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be using a piece of redwood to make a desk clock. In this video, it's really three parts. It's going through the CNC process, then some of the painting and sanding that I like to do on some of my wood projects, and the third part would just be adding in the clock mechanism. This is a project you could probably get done for around $5 or less. It's about $1 in wood. And then the clock mechanisms, you can usually pick those up on Amazon for $6 for $15 around. So you're looking at an affordable project, a good gift idea, maybe even a good small batch idea. But really for me, this was just something I wanted to do. I originally designed this project to work with a 2x4, but when I tried it the first time, it actually lifted off the bed because I didn't have anywhere to really hold it down. So when I went to the hardware store, I found a 2x6 of redwood, which worked perfectly. I cut it into an 8-inch piece. The clock itself is 3x6, and that left me enough room to have the hold downs there. I usually use double-sided tape with most projects, and I did with this one as well, but the hold downs just give that extra little bit of assuredness that it's not going to move around. Once I was done with the CNC, it was time to paint it. I like to use this matte black paint that I have, and normally it would infiltrate the grain there, and even after sanding it, the black would remain in the grain. However, because I use my rigid oscillating sander on the sides, it really just took away all the paint. And so I was careful with the top with the oscillating sander, and I quickly realized I needed to hand sand it for the effect I wanted, and so that's what I switched to. If I would have kept going with the oscillating sander, I would have ended up taking away all the engraving as well, which is what I did not want to happen. After finishing the sanding, it was time to add in the clock mechanism. The hole that I made for the mechanism was 0.315 inches in diameter, and that was a really snug fit. It was so snug I didn't even have to use a nut to tighten it down, so I used my shortest shaft for the clock mechanisms. They come in different shaft lengths. And then as far as hands go, I just cut the hands down to the size I wanted. It worked out really well. If you have a 3D printer, I found you can also 3D print hands for most of these clock mechanisms. One of my first projects on a CNC was a clock for my daughter's room, and I used glow-in-the-dark 3D printing filament for those clock hands. If you like videos like this, click like, click subscribe. It really does help the channel. Also, if you do have questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I will hopefully be able to get back to you within a reasonable time. And I will be back in about 2 weeks with either a tool review, CNC project, or 3D printing project. So be sure to subscribe.